What kind of day do you think you had today, Brady?
I had a good day, good productive day, and I felt good just about the drills, being able to, show these coaches what I can do and what I'm capable of, and I feel like whatever coach I get, that if he just works with me and he stays after me, then I'm going to be a great player, that I'll be one to add, depth, add speed, add, great things to their team. So.
Let's go, baby. Brady's doing it again. He's a competitor.
You gotta think of this either way, baby.
Ah! Go right way!
Go right way. Go right way, Randy. Come on now. That's right. Come on, Randy. Go, Randy.
Block him out, Randy. Block out. More, Randy. Block out, Randy. Block him out. Block. More.
Keep going.
There you go. Better.
Keep going. That's right, Randy.
More, Randy.
Keep going.
Keep going. Come on, you got two more. You got two more. 27.
Do you set expectations for yourself about the draft? As I think I belong here, I want to go here? Is it?
I mean, I did before, everybody wants to go first round. Stafford was the first pick last year, I'm like, man, we start seeing those mock drafts, you're like, man, I should be first round. But at the end of the day, people forget that it's a blessing, to even get drafted. Out of all the college teams, out of all the college football players, I can't think of any of my classmates that are going to be making six figures starting off. So I had nothing to complain about, even after taxes is amazing. My parents, both of them together make about $60,000 a year, so I can't even imagine, making, six figures in 1 year, just being 21 years old, just turned 21 in November. So I'm just feeling like honored, blessed and humbled.
I feel very accomplished that I did what I needed to do and showcase the scouts my ability and stuff like that. And I think I helped myself a lot by doing all of these things.
Is it a long process? Is it grueling?
It's a long process. It's a grind, but you gotta get through it just to show, showcase your and show the scouts and the coaches that what you can do out there on the field. I just feel like I just had to prove that I'm still in football shape and to show my athleticism with the football drill, show that I can use my speed and accelerate and stuff like that.
What's today been like for you?
It's been great, man. I mean, last night I was just tossing and turning, nervous as ever been, doing anything. Because it's kind of like your whole life leads up to this type of day. And just be able to come out here and put up some pretty decent numbers, generate some buzz from the scouts and stuff. And I think it's a pretty good day. Was it what you were expecting, or was it, I'm sure you've been out here and seen guys before you doing it, but is it kind of different being out there? The one thing that was different was running routes by myself. Because usually in the past it would be like at least 4 or 5 guys. And I felt like, I was just out there by myself, so no real rest or anything like that. But, it was fun, man. Just be able to come out here and see the guys again. I haven't seen AJ in 2.5 months, like my little bro, TK, all those guys. Good to be back, senior class and the juniors that also came out early. And it's just good to be back in Georgia, just being out here with the fellas, putting on performance.
How did the Taylor Bennett thing come around? You're probably going to get some flack from Georgia fans.
Yeah, I told that's the first thing I said. I'm like, man, I can't wait till the media hears about this one. But, he's a great dude. Met him through Brad Johnson, and he hooked us up. And just for him to get a 2 or 3 week notice and be able to come out here and throw on a pro day, it was a blessing for me. He's a great kid, and if you ask him about Georgia Tech, you see why I picked that. So I'll keep that hush hush, but you guys can ask him about it.
Fair enough. Well, did you try and twist Joe's arm a little bit, see if you could get him to come out and throw you a few?
I asked him at first. I knew I wasn't asking him with confidence that he was going to do it. Only because before the season, he said once football's over, it's over. And I expect him for it. He really couldn't probably physically do it. His arm's still a little messed up or whatever. But that didn't really bother me too much. He's in the business world now, trying to get a job just like everybody else. But by getting Taylor, I think it was just a blessing, just because we found somebody that could be able to come out here and do it.
I think it was less nerve-wracking. I feel like I just had to come out here and just perform, just try to tighten some things up. Some things that I did great at combine, I feel like I didn't have to do. So some things I think I need improvement on, I came out here and did. I'm just living a dream right now. I'm just glad to have the opportunity to actually just be here and compete with the best. And like I said, it's a childhood dream having the opportunity to play in the NFL. So I've been playing football since like '91. So now it's all paying off, and I'm just glad to get the exposure, just be out here to compete.
Well, I think it was the record-setting bench press I've ever seen. And we had a great one when Stinchcomb, and the 2002 class was done with him and JT Wall and those guys. But to have a 44, a 34, a 27, and a 25, I think that's more than any 4 guys did combined in the history of the Combine. That's pretty impressive. And then the way they jumped, the way they ran. But you can just see the Georgia kids are tough guys. You know, they're going to keep coming. They're not bending over. They're fighting. They're competing, and they did a great job. I mean, the scouts that I talked to said these guys helped themselves. You know, I always tell them the cake's been made. At 13 games you played, the cake's made. If you want to put a little icing on it, you can. If you increase your 40 time 0.2 of a second from a 4.5 to a 4.3, yeah, that really puts you up. But most of the time you don't. You are who you are when you get here, and those guys already have you pretty much slotted. Very few, you can downgrade if you really have a terrible one, but it's really hard to upgrade, you know, in these things. This is just like saying, yeah, okay, I'm right, and you know. Because all these drills, I mean, if you can't watch film and see the SEC player play in his league and know if he's good or not, you're not a very good scout.